Hello children, welcome to the Science e-learning module, class 5. Children, I am Dr. Urvashi. Let us study today about a new chapter, that is animals. Children, we see many animals in our surroundings who are having different feeding habits, different locomotory organs and different habitats. So in this chapter, we are going to study about breathing, different breathing organs in animals, breathing in insects, animals breathing through skin, breathing in aquatic animals, and breathing in mammals. So children, what is breathing? Breathing is a physical process where we inhale and exhale air in and out of the lungs. We take in oxygen and we give out carbon dioxide. It is a physical process. It is called as breathing. Now, what is the difference between breathing and respiration? Respiration, it is a chemical process where oxygen helps in breaking down the food we eat and help in the releasing of the energy. So respiration is a chemical process and breathing is a physical process. Children, you know that deep breathing helps us in relieving stress. So we have to practice deep breathing every day, at least for 5 to 10 minutes. Now let us see, children, what are the different breathing organs in different organisms. For example, we human beings breathe with lungs, but what about other animals? So there are different breathing organs. What are they? Spiracles, gills, surface of their skin, and lungs. These are the 4 most important breathing organs found in different organs. Now let us study them one by one. Children, you can see that breathing in insects do not take place by lungs. They do not have lungs like us. They have tiny holes at the sides of their body through which they take in oxygen. And what are these tiny holes called as? They are called as spiracles. I'll show you the image in the next slide. Then what this spiracle lead to? The spiracles lead to a network of air tubules that carry oxygen to all parts of the body. These spiracles help in the intake of oxygen and it is supplied to all parts of the body. Next, the contractions of their body help in passing oxygen to the tissues. Similarly, carbon dioxide is expelled out of the body. They do not have a circulatory system like human beings. So, the exchange of gases in insects takes place by contraction. Children, now we will see the picture here. You can see in this picture there are tiny holes present at the walls of this insect. It is a caterpillar and you can see small openings. These are called as the spiracles. These spiracles will help in the exchange of gases. Now, similarly, breathing in microorganisms. What are the microorganisms? Microorganisms are the animals which we cannot see through our eyes. We need microscope to observe them. So what are some of the microscopic organisms? Amoeba, Paramecium, and Euglena. They all breathe by a process of diffusion. They breathe by their skin. And here is another example, that is frog. So let us see it. See here some microorganisms like amoeba and Paramecium. They breathe through their surface of their body. Oxygen diffuses through their skin and carbon dioxide diffuses out. Now we need to know what is diffusion. Diffusion, it is a process of movement of molecules from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. Now these microorganisms, they do not have special organs to breathe in. So diffusion process is involved in their breathing. For example, when you put on a incense stick or an agarbatti in your home, you find that this aroma of that agarbatti is available in your home. Okay, and it is an example of diffusion, where the movement of molecules of that aroma comes from a higher concentration to a lower concentration. So similarly, the exchange of gases in these microorganisms takes place. And another example is frog. It also breathes through the moist skin in water. Now let us see breathing in aquatic animals. What are aquatic animals, children? Aquatic animals are those which live in water. So all the aquatic animals have gills or as their breathing organs, except for some mammals who don't breathe by gills. Now, gills, when come in contact with water, the exchange of gases between the water and the gills takes place. Okay, the gills are the responsible organs for breathing in aquatic animals. You can see here the gills. And examples of aquatic animals are fish, crab, prawn, etc. So they have gills as their breathing organs. And children, some mammals like whale is a mammal which do not breathe by gills. Now let us see breathing in mammals. What are mammals? Mammals are animals which are having external ear and which give birth to the young ones. Mammals have lungs as their breathing organs, and they take in air through nostrils. Examples of mammals are horse, cow, human beings, whale, etc. Now we'll see the mechanism of breathing in mammals. In this picture, you can see this is the trachea, these are the bronchi, and these are the lungs. We'll see the mechanism of breathing mechanism in mammals. First, the air enters, oxygen enters through the nose or nostrils, then it goes to the trachea. From the trachea, it goes to the bronchi, and from the bronchi, it goes to the lungs. And from the lungs, it is diffused in our blood. It goes to all parts of the body. And again, from there, it takes the carbon dioxide, and again that carbon dioxide is given out into the lungs. And from the lungs, again it goes to bronchi, from the bronchi again to trachea, and again from trachea to nostrils. So you can see here, children, the oxygen is passed here from the nostril, it goes to the trachea, then it is passed to the bronchi, and from bronchi it goes to the lungs, and from the lungs it goes to the other body parts, and from there the carbon dioxide is taken again into the lungs, then again it goes to the bronchia, again in the trachea, and again it is expelled out of the body. Okay, children, I think you understood the mechanism of how breathing takes place in mammals. Today we saw that breathing in mammals, breathing in aquatic animals, breathing in microscopic animals, and breathing in insects. We saw that there are spiracles in insects, there is diffusion in microscopic organism, then there are gills in aquatic animals, and there are lungs in mammals. So children, I hope you understood this breathing mechanism and different breathing organs in animals. So before I end, children, I want to share one thing with you, that is 5th June. It is celebrated as World Environment Day. And the theme of this year, 5th June 2020, is Celebrate Biodiversity. So children, it is our fundamental duty to plant more and more plants and protect the Mother Earth, because it nurtures us. So children, I hope you understood the presentation, and let us meet in the next session. Thank you so much.